Tonight we report on why 3 Othello police officers are on leave and people step up to help a woman facing a financial burden. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Thanks, Alan. Big Ben splits games with Yakima Valley, and Ephrata Round Ball takes 2 from East Valley. Let's take a peek at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez. Lots of cloud cover around the coastal area, but will that increase chances for some precipitation around our area? I will have all the details for you in just a bit.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on iFiber1 News.
From the iFiber1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFiber1 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFiber1 News, and it starts now.
Three Othello police officers are on paid administrative leave following an off-duty incident on December 10th. Chief Phil Shank said the 3 off-duty officers were involved in a dispute with a group of people in a neighborhood on South 3rd Avenue. An on-duty officer responded, and when realizing off-duty police officers were involved, he requested the Moses Lake Police and the Grant County Sheriff's Office investigate. Shank said there were allegations that one officer had done something wrong. Shank said 2 of the officers are likely to be reinstated soon. The 3rd officer is the focus of the investigation. The chief would not go into further details on the incident or release the names of the officers involved until he receives the investigation report. A teacher at Ephrata High School opens his metal shop 1 night a week, giving students a chance to get ahead in a job market where trade skills are a must. Reporter Devin Higgins has the details.
Wednesday nights at Ephrata High School brings the sound of heavy metal through the halls, but not the kind you'd expect. Agricultural maintenance teacher Ken Devine opens up his metal shop as a way to give his students time that's often taken up by class and other extracurricular work.
I have a lot of kids that need stuff to do, and they have projects that they're working on. I'm here just about every Wednesday night. They can come in, they can work on assignments. Some of them need some individual one-on-one instruction and some help with things where we don't have 20 other kids fighting for your time, so that's real helpful. Personal projects that they want to do, and then I've got some of my older kids that are looking for work, and so we come in and we kind of practice some of the industrial welds that they'll do.
Junior Sierra Hudson's been a part of the shop since her freshman year. While she enjoys being part of the cheerleading squad, she didn't anticipate the impact or fun of swapping pom-poms for a welder.
Not at all, no. I was really surprised actually how much I really enjoyed it and really I've gotten good at it. It's not too difficult. I mean, a lot of the guys will kind of look at me and be like, you can't weld, but as soon as they see it, they're like, oh, okay, never mind.
Devine said the time his students put in can help them get ahead in a job market where trade skills are at a premium. At Ephrata High School, Devin Higgins for iFiber1 News.
A 3rd grade student was placed on emergency expulsion after making threats to shoot his fellow students last week. North Elementary School Principal Doug Luton said a student told classmates on January 8th he would come to school with a machine gun and pistols and shoot them all. The student was immediately confronted by school counselors and administrators, and the level of the threat was assessed. After speaking with the student's mother at length, the school staff determined the threats were not credible. Under emergency expulsion status, the student is not allowed to be at the school until the investigation is completed. The student could be suspended and face potential expulsion. Luton said Counselor Jenny Woodall addressed the 3rd grade classes after the threats, and parents were notified. Street renovations may have ended Soap Lake's participation in soapbox derbies. Reporter Jeff Chu has those details.
Street renovations may have ended Soap Lake's participation in soapbox derbies. The changes to East Main Avenue have organizers saying the street is unsafe for racing. Race organizer Alan Dixon said he inspected the newly renovated East Main Avenue stretch of the raceway from Soap Lake Public Library to Canna Street. He said the problem was Main is now too narrow at the crosswalk bump outs, which could be dangerous for racers. More than 30 youths competed in the 2013 Soapbox Derby. The race was officially sanctioned by the All-American Soapbox Derby. Dixon's concerns came after completion of the $2 million downtown improvement project. Work on the project postponed the 2014 Soapbox Derby. The project includes wider sidewalks, diagonal parking, and bump outs along East Main and Division Street. That narrows the street at crosswalks for shorter, safer pedestrian crossings. Dixon worries that Soapbox Derby racers could run into the bump outs. He said it could prevent national sanctioning of the event. Dixon said other hills in Soap Lake were considered but found to be too steep or for use as emergency routes. Soap Lake Mayor Raymond Gravel said he had not yet discussed the matter with Dixon but hoped to meet with him. Dixon said the race could be moved to another location in Grant County with the right hill and safe racing conditions. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
And we'll be right back after a short break.
At Moses Lake Community Health Center, we have had the privilege to serve the local communities since 1978.
What I like about working at this clinic more than any other clinic that I've worked at is the patient care. With the patient care team that we've assembled, it allows us to take care of as many facets of the patient and their family's needs.
Please take the opportunity to experience the high-quality care provided at our clinics.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the all-new 2014 Corolla, now featuring a new stylish exterior, plus a premium interior loaded with technology, including Toyota's N-Tune multimedia system with navigation. Corolla has definitely evolved. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory savings. The new 2014 Corolla, available at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers today. Toyota, let's go places.
Hello everyone, I'm Chaselyn Rodriguez, Premier One News Weather Center, brought to you by Bud Clary Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. Lots of gray skies prevail around our area within the next few days. Winds from the north will make it feel much colder. Temperatures overnight will feel around the lower 20s. Areas of fog will continue tonight until Tuesday night. Visibility should be improving by Wednesday. Temperatures around the average for this time of year within the next few days, and we will get an increase in temperatures by Thursday, hitting that 40, close to 50-degree mark. In the meantime, let's take a look at the almanac within the past 24 hours. Maximum temperatures above the average in the upper 30s. It should be in the lower 30s for our area, and the low in the upper 20s, sun setting at 4:31 p.m. And for Moses Lake, very similar temperatures. Maximum temperatures in the upper 30s, close to the average, which is 36 for this time of year. Record high of 53 degrees, and that was in 1999. The low in the upper 20s as well. Sunset at 4:30 p.m. And right now outside your door, our current temperatures in the lower 30s, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures will feel a little bit colder overnight due to those winds coming in up to 5 miles per hour from the north-northwest. Mostly cloudy skies will prevail around our Columbia Basin within the next few days, and much cloud cover around our eastern parts and towards the inland northwest. Tuesday evening, dry conditions will remain in control, but coming into Thursday night into Friday, a system will approach from the Pacific. May bring us a wintry mix and rain for the weekend. In the meantime, let's take a look at those temperatures for the coastal area, ranging from the lower 40s to the mid 40s with mostly cloudy skies towards the Yakima Valley in the upper 30s, mostly cloudy skies, and towards the inland northwest, those temperatures in the lower 30s with mostly cloudy skies. Let's take a look at our Columbia Basin temperatures around the average for this time of year with much cloud cover, especially towards Alfreda in the lower 30s. Boreal City in the mid 30s, as well as towards Moses Lake. 35 degrees maximum temperature for Tuesday. Fog during the morning hours and overnights with lots of cloud cover for Tuesday. And temperatures around the normal for this time of year in the lower 40s. We will get a gradual increase in temperatures, 36 for Wednesday into Thursday. Now Thursday overnight into Friday, we may expect that wintry mix around our area, but we will get a gradual increase in temperatures. Temperatures in the lower 40s will remain in control for the weekend with a chance of rain Saturday into Sunday. We're expecting drier conditions by Monday with mostly cloudy skies. We'll be right back with sports. Thank you all for joining us.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Venza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
When you find out about the DQ $5 lunch, all this food for only $5, you gotta tell people about it. So I situated nice. Frosty drink next to this juicy grilled burger and fries. Get my sundae, boom. I just dropped a $5 lunchagram on all my friends. Get ready for a little $5 envy.
Michael, we like your style. The $5 lunch. Entree, fries, drink, plus a sundae. Only at your DQ. This is fan food, not fast food.
Ephrata took both games from East Valley on the hardwood at home Saturday. I was on hand for the action, and man, was it exciting.
The girls kicked off the action with a 59-49 victory over the Red Devils. It was the 5th win in a row for Coach Aaron Ross and his Lady Tigers, who moved to 6-3 in CWAC conference play. Ephrata led 18-9 at the end of the first quarter. A 12-8 East Valley run over the second 8 minutes of action closed the gap to 26-21 at the break. Both teams lit up the third quarter that had the Tigers on top, 40-36.
Basket by 24, Freddie Ham.
Ephrata closed out with a 19-13 run of its own to claim the victory. Harley Venata led the Ephrata attack with 15 points. Kendall Sage added 14, Maddie Stuckey had 12, and Maddie Youngers finished with 10 points. The Tigers are now just 2 games back of league-leading Ellensburg. Ephrata will get a chance to make up some ground when the Tigers head to Bulldog territory Thursday. Lloyd Burleson drained 15 points. Gunnar Blankenship added 11, and Ephrata held off East Valley 42-39 in the second game of the evening. Both teams were ice cold to start the contest. It had the Tigers up 9-6 at the end of the first quarter. The Red Devils heated up in the second 8 minutes of action to take a 21-14 lead at the break. The Tigers opened second half play with a 15-6 run to go up top 29-27 at the end of the third quarter. The teams traded buckets over the final 8 minutes. Ephrata's Justin DeHogue hit 2 crucial free throws with 2.9 seconds left, and the Tigers held on for the win.
The Tigers moved 8-1 with the victory. Ephrata is the top cat in the CWAC Conference, holding a 1-game lead over Ellensburg. Moses Lake boys swim and dive placed 6th in a 40-team meet at the Kent Ridge Invite. Mercer Island placed 1st. Several Chiefs turned in personal bests at the event. Brendan Eslick took 1st in the 200 freestyle with a time of 1:44.7, which is also the fastest state time this season. Madison Molitor placed 2nd in the 100 freestyle. Zach Johnson placed 3rd in the 500 free. The 200 and 400 freestyle relay teams of Eslick, Molitor, Johnston, and Dalen Fairbanks placed 3rd with their best ever times during the regular season. The Running Vikes got off to a hot start in Yakima and never looked back. Behind Moga Ladou's 17 points and 7 rebounds, the Vikes jumped out to a 44-38 halftime lead. Yakima Valley was no match for Big Bend in the second half as the Running Vikes outscored the Yaks by 19. Alonzo Ramos had 12 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists for Big Bend. Playmaker Donovan Wright finished with 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. The Running Vikes won by 25, 86-61. Big Bend had 38 points off the bench. The Lady Vikings fell behind early to Yakima Valley and couldn't fight back. The Yaks shot 71% from three-point range in the first half to go up 60-37 at the break. The Yaks were led by Leilui Losia, who had 26 points and shot 60% from the floor. Riley Jamet led Big Bend with 25 points. Brooke Bowers had 14 points and 5 rebounds for the Lady Vikings. Yakima Valley knocked off Big Bend 91-80. The Lady Vikings will look to get back on track this Saturday versus Treasure Valley. We'll be right back after this.
Bud Clary Ford Honda is proud to be an automotive leader in our area. Since opening our doors over 54 years ago, we have kept a firm commitment to our customers. We offer a wide selection of vehicles and hope to make the car buying experience as quick and hassle-free as possible. You can trust that we will get you into the car or truck of your dreams. Bud Cleary has an experienced and reliable service and parts department that is open extra hours to help fit our customers' hectic schedules. Come for a test drive today at 1200 South Pioneer Way. We are a proud supporter of Columbia Basin Athletics.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Our spotlight story tonight is about a Quincy woman who is facing high medical costs after an emergency led to several surgeries and how people pitched in to help. Reporter Cameron Probert has the story.
Community members gathered Saturday night to support Lisa Barth. Barth has devoted years to helping children learn about and raise animals through her work as a leader in 4-H and FFA. All of her children have participated in the programs, and she's helping another generation with the process. In late August, Barth was rushed into emergency surgery after doctors discovered bleeding ulcers. She spent roughly 2 months in Harborview Medical Center and had to have numerous surgeries to get her back to health.
So we are so grateful that she's on the road to recovery, but now the bills are starting to come in. And even though she has insurance, it's a very hefty bill. So we're just trying to get the community together, get her friends, the people that love her together to raise a few dollars to help ease that pain a little bit.
That's where Champion Drive 4-H and the Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce stepped in. Chamber Executive Director Debbie Doran Martinez said the 5 members of the 4-H club Barth runs organized the event.
So we kind of worked together, and then just because they're in school and we knew we were going to have a short window with the holidays and everything, the chamber just stepped up and said we'll facilitate the administrative part of it, but the kids are the ones that hit the streets and asked for donations and did all that.
The club raised $5,000 so far and is hoping to raise $25,000 between the event and other fundraising. People donated more than 100 items to the silent auction and 20 items for the live auction.
I'm pretty confident we'll exceed the $10,000 mark tonight, so I'm excited about that.
Cindy Martinez, one of the members of the Champion Drive 4-H club, said they thought the fundraiser would be a good way to give back to someone who had given them a lot of support.
Well, she's been my 4-H leader since I was in 3rd grade, 8 years old, and she's known my family forever, and I've worked with their family doing auctions and stuff, so just great friend, nice lady to be around, our 4-H leader that we've had forever.
Barth said she was humbled by the support from the community.
When Debbie first said they were going to do that, I thought, oh, they don't need to do that. And she and my 4-H club put this together, and it's humbling, Cameron. You just having all these people out is very touching.
People interested in donating can send contributions to the Moses Lake Chamber of Commerce at 324 South Pioneer Way in Moses Lake, Washington, 98837. People should note on the check or money order that it's a donation for Lisa Barth. The Chamber also has a PayPal link on its website, www.moseslake.com.
You know, the Yarborough and bars have been very active in our community, helping other people in this exact same need. You know, they're the ones that our charities go to help them facilitate big fundraising auctions. So it's the shoes on the other foot now, but it's our turn to give back to them.
For iFiber One News, this is Cameron Propert reporting.
We'll be right back after this.
Are your kids rough on your furniture? Things looking a little run down? Then come to More Furniture in Ephrata and we can help get things back in order. We have all the top name brands made with strong quality support, including Sealy Posturepedic mattresses, because whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. The next time your furniture is in need of some replacing, stop into More Furniture in Ephrata, locally owned and trusted for over 100 years.
Attention business owners. The deadline is fast approaching to advertise in the 2015 edition of the Moses Lake Local Book. Don't be the only business left out. In print or online, it's the best way to reach your customer when they're ready to buy. Call today to place your ad by calling 877-738-9829 or by visiting us online at www.statewideyp.com. The Moses Lake Local Book Telephone Directory. Simply the best advertising.
Welcome back. The Grant County Building and Planning Departments are moving on January 23rd. The county is finishing renovations on the former attorney's office on the corner of C Street and Division Avenue in Ephrata. The county purchased the building in 2012 as a new location for the offices after rejecting plans for a new building. The county has spent about $1.7 million to buy and renovate the building and has $2.2 million budgeted for the project. The move means the county won't have to spend roughly $4,000 a month on rent for the Planning and Building Department's offices on First Avenue. The departments will close on January 23rd and open in the new location on January 26th. In Northwest news, a Washington foster mom says she may lose the 2-week-old boy under her care all over flu shots. Now she's speaking out about a state mandate that she says is unfair. Keith Eldridge has the story.
He was born on Christmas. Yeah, and he's our little Christmas baby.
Jamie Smith is holding her newest addition to her foster home. 7 other babies have come through her home, including Bonnie, who is now 4 and adopted by the Smith family.
My shoes light up.
But this little 2-week-old may be taken away by the state unless Jamie and all the members of her house get a flu shot. She's not going to comply.
I've done a lot of research on it, and I don't like some of the side effects that it has.
She says she's worried about mercury in the vaccine and its effects on the brain, and doesn't want herself or her 5 children exposed to that, even if it means losing this little one.
To me, they're more important, their safety, than trying to fight to keep this little guy.
She isn't getting the shot, but her electrician husband did.
He works for Multicare, and they require that he gets a shot.
Yesterday, we told you about the nurses at Multicare's Tacoma General and Good Samaritan hospitals who are suing the company over its insistence they get flu shots or face termination.
It is serious.
Now the foster families who handle children 2 years old and younger are under the same gun and hope by speaking out, the state will ease up and keep the foster families together.
Hoping that we can raise enough of a voice that the state will at least give waivers or do something to try to make it so the children won't be taken out of their homes.
A soon-to-be father racing to the hospital on icy roads got more than he bargained for, a popped tire. But it's what came after that tire. One family will never forget the unexpected delivery.
As he proudly displays photos of his newborn son, Elijah, Sergey Tushko can't help but light up.
I don't know, I just did it. I cannot take any credit for that.
Hours earlier, the mood in this very parking lot was a little more frantic.
It's emergency, emergency. Yeah.
It was 2 a.m., 10 days before his wife Angela's scheduled due date, and Angela's contractions came on strong.
She would be laying on the wall like, Okay, I'm okay.
The pair jumped in the car, racing the 10 miles to the hospital.
So we're driving. I mean, there's a lot of ice. I mean, it's so hard to stop.
Driving down this parking lot hill, Sergi slid on ice, hit a curb, and flattened his tire.
Try to stop, and it just hit the tire, popped the tire.
Baby Elijah just wasn't going to wait.
Me running as fast as I can to get the wheelchair, open the door, and she's like, I'm doing it, it's coming.
In the front seat of his car, just feet from the ER door.
God gave me that courage and did not, I was not freaking out.
Sergi delivered his son.
Baby came in a sack, start crying. I'm like, rip the sack, give it to the baby, and to the mom.
Elijah's umbilical cord was wrapped twice around his neck.
Went back again, and she's like, guys, come on.
As he turns back to the photos of his healthy 5-pound baby boy, Sergi says it's a bond no one can ever touch.
Little father-son deal, but really special for our family.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.